I'm a force to be reckoned with. I think just be mad because my voice is so decadent. I'm setting a precedent, no mistakes and no accident. We ignoring the standard set cause our lowest is passionate. This alone is a classic hit. I'm a verb amongst adjectives. At the industry full of and my words is a laxative. I'm a maniac on these beats, I'm insane and it's not discreet. I'm enraged because y'all ain't see it. I'm spraying on every street, entertaining, no whack opinion. Who's saying we not elite? I'm over Balenciagas, I'm changing into my cleats. It's go time, it's showtime. I ain't calming down until this place is a go.
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Ready to get it started here, Riley Patterson.
And off we go from Seattle.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's Walker to start the drive. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. From the 22 now, here's the second down and 9.
They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
You talk about this Lions defense.
Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
And he's going to use his legs here.
And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Walker.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But in this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
From the 42-yard line, here's second.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Throw out wide to Walker.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. 21 yards there on 3rd down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards, counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The Seahawks at 11-5 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And he is caught and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Here's Walker, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They're going to look to throw. This is caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Trying to finish off this opening drive from the 3. This is 3rd and goal.
Walker.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. On 4th down. Hand. And he's got it. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
There he goes left side.
He's got a full head of steam on his horse.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs
With career touchdown number 128, he's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list.
And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They go play action here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Brings up 3rd down.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Throwing, Duggan.
They'll roll him out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the 1st half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the 1st half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
2nd and 10. To throw is Duggan. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Here's Duggan to throw.
And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction.
It's 4th down.
18 Rattler.
They're going to try and throw. Rolling to his right.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
The tackle by Jack Campbell. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 9-yard line.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
They'll look to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll drop to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Lions are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes.
And now off to the races down the right side.
He's got a full head of steam. The race is on.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes our score 17-0.
Seahawks, nothing.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Hold the ready. 19 Tigers.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
Let's go now.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Take go.
On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they use your Boyle. Touchdown, Seahawks! A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and they'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to deal with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. This one thrown deep for Schoonmaker. This is intercepted. Picked up by Reed Blankenship. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Patterson now for the extra point. Make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Seahawks 7. Riley Patterson to kick off for the Lions.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense, because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him.
And he's going to go down again. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
This is Gibson, fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Wow, 213 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. Going back to Gibbs on 1st down.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. A throw over the middle, taken in. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Lions will take over. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Duggan looking to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's not just the offensive linemen and the guys charged with protecting him that take it personally. When the franchise quarterback is dropped on the ground, it runs through the whole organization from the owner all the way down.
It's like every single time he goes down, everyone holds their breath.
Not only do they hold their breath, but they feel the hit as well. They're just trying to think of ways for it not to happen again.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Duggan will look to throw this.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try.
And now here is another interception.
It's Brian Branch with it.
Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Duggan. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Duggan now to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Flushed out right. Walker with a grab, left side. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
It's a gain of 8. And the Seahawks first down.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
18 Rattler.
He'll look to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here.
That is caught. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? They'll set up to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run, Walker.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker,
his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season.
And the Seahawks are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things going to be more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Geez, the second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
To throw is Duggan. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I thought he had that one, and that was really a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. And ultimately, this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal.
2nd down and 8.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense, but when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
And try to atone for it here on this drive.
Here's Duggan to throw. Finds Gibbs on the check down.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The offense on 3rd down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Throwing, Duggan. Jamison Williams,
60 yards.
And the Lions add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Seahawks 22. Riley Patterson.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score.
And now here's another interception. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Dugan, pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And it brings up 3rd down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Dugan.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
That's career touchdown number 131, and it ties him with Chris Carter for number 8 on the all-time list.
And the Lions are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that will make this a 19-point game.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side.
Taking it right down Broadway. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
That's good for a Seahawks.
19 tight.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Kenneth Walker.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Touchdown! A great effort there. 35 yards.
And the Lions tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Looking to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Let's go now.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And my goodness, another interception. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Extra point try now for Patterson. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Lions 56. Seahawks 28. Riley Patterson, the kickoff for the
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice.